Hello everybody, it's Mini Gherkin here, and we are back with some Create Above and Beyond. If you remember last time, we got our beautiful tree farm going here. I ran out of bone meal long ago, and that's part of what we're doing today. Today we are going to be using some materials, and we're going to be building a straining setup. Let me get up the strainer. Yeah, a strainer. Because the strainers allow you to basically have a chance to get stuff. So with the straining base, so this one can give you sand. I believe it's the fishing net that we want. That gives you, yeah, it gives you a chance to get bone, which we can use to get bone meal. Though I did find an alternative method if I ever find a way to get a lot of a particular resource, niter, which is this stuff. This stuff is pretty good and it works really well on it. So we could use this because it's just apatite and niter, which apatite is really easy to find. Niter is also pretty common. I think I have quite a bit of it in my inventory. Yeah, I have quite a bit of this stuff. So we could use that. Apatite's easy to find, but the niter is, as you can tell, a little bit harder. It could just be I just forgot the mine, to be honest, but we skip past that. I have done some other stuff before this recording. One of the biggest things you may have noticed, the potato farm upstairs is gone and has been replaced by an automatic potato farm down here. I didn't find it all that important to keep it to basically keep it into the video or make a separate video on it, so I just added it here. I'm going to quickly explain it. It's basically just a bearing that spins around, and I learned that these blocks, when they come into contact with each other on a moving device, it stops it and then transfers inventory stuff. So I've been using that to kind of get potatoes, I think. This is the only way you can really access it, but I don't know if it's actually been picking up any potatoes. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into that sometime soon. But that's basically what I've been working on there. That's what this entire contraption's for. So, yeah. The other thing I made was I started working on getting plastic. Actually, let me see. I started working on getting plastic because we need plastic for belts. Here, I'll show you. You saw I was looking it up before. Belts. The mechanical belt, we need cured rubber, which is basically just smelted rubber. And to do that, we need resin. And you get that from trees using an arboreal extractor. I decided to make that because it didn't seem like it was going to be a long project. I do have to make the auto part of this. But these basically are what we do, and they generate every once in a while. And I have a small setup here that just takes it out of the resin generators over here. So yeah, that's what I basically have done off camera. Not very much, but I also went mining to get some supplies in preparation for today. I did also do something. I've already gotten some of the materials we need because I figured I would. And one of the things we need is this strainer base, and I got some canvas too while I was at it. So we're gonna try and figure out how to work this thing. The first thing we're gonna actually do, we're gonna follow in line with the quests a little bit, even though I wasn't gonna do that originally. We're gonna do catching sediment because we kind of need sand, and we can try to hit two birds with one stone by doing the sand and then simultaneously making the stuff we need for bones. So if we go to strainer, we kind of need these two. So the first one is just canvas and sticks. Next one requires bamboo, which I don't have access to. So we're gonna build the sand one, and we'll come back to the bone meal one later, I think. Because I did say I was gonna do bone this one, but we're just gonna make sand for the moment. Because I don't have bamboo yet, and I don't really want to go look for it, is what it comes down to. So we're gonna leave that for another day. What I'm kind of hoping is this thing doesn't require power, because that might be a problem if it does. So if you're wondering why I could see more about my machines, like here if I look at this this one here, the stress impact, is because I got these nice little engineering goggles, which basically allow you to see what's going on without needing stressometers, which it didn't bother to make because I figured this would be easier. So we can see at the moment that we're actually using the amount that we're outputting. So it's 256 SU, we have 256 SU. It's basically I'm putting out enough to match what my machine requires, which is great. And then this has the same thing. We're going to be using this quite often. I think while I'm waiting for the strainer down there, I'm going to quickly set up a small automation of this machine here. And I'll show you guys when I'm done, because, yeah, if there's anything interesting that happens, of course I'll show it, but time to build. Ooh, I flew into that bed. Flew like a bird. Alright. Have furnaces set up. This is basically looks like the end of our mechanism. Let's go get some coal, because I need to power the furnace somehow. And then we will officially turn on our machine. It's going to be really slow though. I'm running out of coal. I have to go on a coal hunt. I might have to do that soon too, because if I run out of coal, that'd be bad. Because most of my machines run on coal right now. Okay. That's going in there. So, as an overview of what we've built this tree harvesting station here. That's connected to our a fluid container using this pump. It basically just pumps it out. That's what this does. And then we have it connected to another one that's inverted right now, but when I activate this, I'll switch its direction so that it can actually start. We have two different gear speeder uppers here. We have the first one that increases to this speed, which I can't actually tell you the speed because I don't have a speedometer. And then it upgrades it to this speed, which helps with... This is actually not increasing the speed at all. I just realized that. This is literally doing nothing to increase the speed. The only reason it is, I think, is because this one is a smaller gear and this one's a bigger one. I can literally remove this gear. Okay, well, it looks nice, so we're just gonna leave. But, so we have... That's what this one's doing, and then we have a connection from this one to our chemical press. So the flow of our system is going to be, we're going to have resin come into here, it's going to come into this little basin here, and get outputted into our basin. Well, it's going to come into this fluid container. This is the basin, not that. It's going to go into that, into our basin here. It's going to get smashed into plastic. Rubber? No, it's rubber. We're not making plastic. We're making rubber. It's going to get smashed into rubber. And then that is going to be sent to our furnace down here, which is then going to turn it into cured rubber, which is what we need to make our mechanical belts. And with the mechanical belts, we can officially start working on better supply lines. Instead of having to do this andesite funnel thing, we can do a much better method of transporting it, so I can just keep it on the same level. Look at that, working like clockwork. It's going to be fast right now, but the problem is it's not going to be fast later because these trees do not output quickly. I wonder if there's a way I can find out how much they output. It doesn't actually say. So we're going to wait on that. And meanwhile, while we're doing this, I'm going to go quickly check on our sand and see how it's going. We're going to go check on our strainer. We're going to go do that. Oh. Wait, you've been here. This is where you've been this entire time. Okay, so I had a straw golem, right? I had a straw golem originally, and he was keeping track of my crops up there. And then one day he just disappeared from the face of the earth. I didn't know where he went because I never managed to found him again. And apparently he's just been chilling down here. Hi. I kind of want to move you, but I'm hoping I get the resources back. This is really, so I'm sorry about this, but, I didn't get the head back. Okay, well, I'm hoping, I'm gonna cut that out because people are gonna be so mad about that. Listen. Alright, so we just checked the strainer, and it's pretty good news. The strainer itself isn't necessarily very quick. I will put that much in there. But it does do a good job at getting clay, because I didn't realize this until after. Once we get the bulk washing, literally, let me do U, sorry, it's U for that one. Wait, no, it's R. My bad. Sorry, I'm messing up. Any type of sand can be turned into clay. It's about 25% chance apparently for normal sand. Other sand gives 100% chances. So, like, apparently, this is going to be really good for generating clay. The question is, we need to set up a specific spot for this, though. And it's going to have to be the spot where we do most of our smelting, because it makes sense to kind of keep that in the same area. So we're going to need to build a new machine for this. We're just going to leave this here for a bit, though. Until it runs out, at least. Okay, with that strainer, we can now start building the automation of our sand. Once we get sand, we can wash it into clay. Once we get clay, we'll need to build the farm for our underwater, for our kelp, but we can come to that later. Once we get the clay washed, we can then combine it with our kelp and create algae blend, which we then smelt to create the brick that we use. And then we want to make andesite. The goal of this entire section is to make andesite automatically. So we're going through the process of making andesite, which ironically should be pretty good now. We should have all the stuff we need to do this, we just need to start building it. So the first thing we need to do is get up our clay production, which is probably the next step I'm going to do. All right, to the base. All right, everyone, listen. This may not have seemed important, but I made a grappling hook. You know what? I've been so tired of being like down there and then having to walk all the way back up through the little cubby hole I made all the way down there in the mountain. I wanted a better way to get up here. So I have made a grappling hook, and I'm hoping it's useful for that. I realize, how am I, wait, how do I, shift W. Yeah. Yeah, grappling hook. Yeah, grappling hook. Oh, hold on, wait. Yeah, grappling hook. Yeah, alright, that's it. That's literally all. Alright, I'm gonna go back to building. Actually, on a side note, I was correct about the shortage here. It is very slow to get this resin in this tank. So, this is gonna be, like, incredibly slow. What I'm gonna probably end up doing is expanding this to multiple trees, just so I can get more efficient making of rubber. So, anyway, I'm gonna be back with what I was originally gonna do, which is set up the new area for my stuff for the next creation. Wahahaha. Okay, we're gonna do a very basic hammer, methinks. We're just gonna do like a simple iron. So much iron was required for this stuff, man. But it is a hammer, so I can vibe with that. It's a sledgehammer. Really? How much iron is this thing gonna take? Taking all my iron. I didn't think it was gonna take this much iron. That took like... Is it still not done? It's not done. I need like one more ingot. Jeez. Okay. Note to self: hammer do be a little expensive on the resources. Okay, let me out. Thank you. I need water. What's nighttime? Sleepy time. No, 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 no. You. Absolute bastard. Come here. No. This is like the worst scenario. This is like the worst timeline. There's a lot at stake here. Creeper, please be merciful. Where are you? Did you go? Where did he go? Where did the creeper go? Guys, where's the creeper? Okay, this is where they're coming from. Where did he go? Okay, we're gonna sleep. Sleep, and then we're gonna go find it. Okay, where are you? He's down there. Got him. Yes. Die. He dropped TNT. Thank you. But still. Oh my god. I hate creepers so much sometimes. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Whoa, I'm swinging. Okay. I like that, by the way. The grappling hook was a good choice. Oh my god. Okay. Back to what I was doing. What was I doing again? Oh, millstone. I'm trying to get the water bill together. Oh wait, I need water. Guys. I still have an issue here. I thought that it would work if I put it one block higher, but I was incorrect. It actually needs to be 2 blocks higher because of this part here. It actually needs to connect on 1 block higher. So this doesn't work. It shouldn't cause a problem to move it up 1 higher. It just means that this won't be in level. So it doesn't work out perfectly, but it's fine. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, quick check-in again. We have this setup. So we're going to have our water wheels up here generating power that also happen to be helping us with our strainers. And then we're going to output them to here. It's going to go down these conveyor lines and into this check. While they're going through the conveyor line, we're going to have these encased fans blowing water at them, which will be blasting. It's the water blasting process. Wait, no. I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. But anyway, it's the water blasting process. And by the time they get here, they should hopefully, clay will stay clay, and sand will turn into clay. So that is we're hoping that's what happens. And yeah. So if you don't know, the cool thing about fans, actually I'm not going to explain this. Haha, you get to wait until later. But yeah, so we're going to be blasting it with that. And then our output is going to be here. This is where it actually comes out. So what we need is to get this down to this level, which is pretty easy. We'll just use like a gear setup. And then I'll need to have an axle. I actually think I need to expand this wall, but I can do that momentarily. Alright. To crafting. Hello everyone. We are back. I have everything basically set up. I just have to get everything connected now. So that includes, I just realized I have to connect the conveyor belts too. But luckily, the easiest one to connect is the side ones. The hardest one to connect is the middle one. I don't know how I'm going to connect the middle one. Actually, wait. On the spot, changing of stuff? Hold on. Get that off there. We could connect it like this, right? Yeah. And then we can just connect those two together. That one's easy. These two can just be connected by a gear. This side, however, what I'm going to probably do is the same process, except I'm going to do it like that. So that will now connect all 3 conveyors to this one spot, and we'll have the gears come out from here. But I need to make a bunch of gearboxes and stuff like that to make it work. But that shouldn't take me long. We're actually going to test to make sure that this system works by putting a set of gears here, and we're going to hand crank it. I learned you could do this. Test it. Whoa, what happened here? What happened? Oh, Oh no, I didn't think of that. Okay. For those of you who don't know, so gears. Okay, I'm gonna explain this when I'm gonna get the thing back on. Okay, this is how gears work, right? So if you spin this one, the other, and you put one beside it, it's gonna go the opposite direction because that's how gears work. Well, I just tried to pull a gear in. I just tried to turn a conveyor belt in two different directions at the same time. That's why it broke, which is actually a problem because I can't have both of these controlled at the same time. That's a problem. Because I need them all to be going the same direction. Which means this needs to be turning. I can't do that one. That's a problem I didn't think about. Okay, actually, wait, no, it might not be a problem. Let's just see what happens. I have an idea. Let's see what happens if I just turn this one. Okay, because I have the gears in between them, it just rotates them all. Perfect. And alright, everyone, we have something built. We have the bulk washer. It is incredibly slow, but should be pretty good. So the mechanism is really simple, and there's a reason I have this set up. And you might be wondering why I have this odd looking block of wood, right? Like pieces of just random machinery. Well, so the encased fan is here, but the problem I've had in other cases is the fan. Let's say I didn't have these and they were all like this. Some of them will push in and push out based on the rotation of the gear, right? So because it rotates every other one, it'll alternate every other one. And that's a problem when you're trying to have this entire thing be the same. I thought of the solution, which is to just put gear shifts on the end of them so that I don't have to do a bunch of weird gear magic back here to try and figure out how to get it to be the right direction. And it happens to work out that this is pretty easy to build, to be honest. The thing that I'm having problems with is I don't know if this is far enough to reach this belt. I don't think it is, which means I need to speed up this contraption, and I'm hoping I can. So we're going to, I was going to do a test run, but I don't actually think I need to. I'm pretty confident this is too far out of the range by like one block. So we need to speed it up a bit. Luckily, I did add in, well, this. We have space here to add a speed up. So we're going to add another ratio. I don't want to speed it up much because if I speed it up too much, it's not going to be able to work. We want big, and we're going to do small this way. Then I think that's all I want to do for this. Because I don't want to make it too fast. I just need to go one block further. It's literally as simple as that. And now they're all rotating the right direction. And it gets just as far as we want it to go. I don't really want it going all the way out here. It doesn't matter, but less strain is probably better. 1, 2, 3. Alright, strainers have been added. We're now just waiting for them to start, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if all goes well, we will have clay coming out the chest. We're gonna wait and watch what happens. Hopefully. Something will happen soon. Let's see. What center are we at? Well, they did something. Sand! Please? No! It's not... It's either... It's not slow enough, I don't think. It's going too quickly for the fans to work. No! Okay. That's unfortunate. Alright. Moment of truth, everyone. I had a small issue where I think the conveyor belt was too fast, so I just reduced it a little bit so that it goes about a bit slower to hopefully get the time that the sand needs to process. I'm just waiting for the strainers now. And they're going to be almost done. The first one should be done. Yeah. We're hoping by the time it gets to the end. No. Oh my god, why? Okay. What this means, I need to take strainers out, and I need to slow down I need to slow it down even more. Alright, everybody. We have a working, a working blaster now. Now we can take our clay that's generated up here. Eventually. It takes some time for it to generate. It takes a little bit of time. But when it is generated, it gets put through here. It gets sent all the way to the end. See? It gets turned into clay. And then when it gets to the end, it gets stored in this chest. It's very slow, and I'm thinking I might want to fix that sometime. I can probably do that off-air, though. Because that's just going to be me tinkering around with this forever. But this is powered by the water wheels. Actually, ironically, it's powered by the same water wheels that are also giving us the sand. So we have a nice little compact generation system there, where both the things are machine gates. So we then take the mechanical energy from our water wheels, we put it using gears, and we send it through to our fans. We use these gear shifts to make sure that the fans are blowing in the right direction. And then we offshoot it to the conveyor belts here. And now that we have that done, the next steps of this are gonna be most likely me building. I need to build the kelp farm. That's the next step, because once we have the kelp farm, we'll be one step closer to our goal of automatically making the algae. I can actually check these two off now because we're done them. We've automated that fully. We just need to get a kelp farm, which will be easy. It's basically going to be the same thing as my potato farm up here, except we're going to be using it for algae. It's not this one, it's the next one. So that will be what I'm doing. I'm going to be making this. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that in recording. I might end up doing that on my own time, making the farm itself, and I'll show that next time. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do off time. I know definitely I want to expand this to make it a bit more efficient so I can get this a bit quicker. Because it's a little slow as of the current moment. So I might want to just increase its speed by just adding more of these out that way or something. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching very much. If you enjoyed, please do press the like button and press subscribe if you want to watch more content, because you'll get notified. And I thank you guys for watching this far, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!